If you look at 2010 versus 2023 as far as the crime rate goes, as far as burglaries go, armed robberies, home break-ins, murders, the numbers are through the roof. And the people who are trying to take our guns away are doing nothing about it. It's honestly kind of sad, but we have the hope in our minds that with our Second Amendment, we can protect ourselves and our families. That also is being messed with because self-defense nowadays can mean 4,000 different things according to the police who may arrest you, and if the woke DA is having a bad day that day and decides to charge you or not. So most likely in everyone's back of their mind, they're thinking about a situation like this that they may be a part of. Now, if you shoot that guy, are you going to jail? Well, in the old days, no. Everybody would say good riddance to that guy and we'll bury you on the side of that hill over there. We'll mark your grave, idiot. But nowadays, it depends on who writes up the report. Who's in the DA's office? How woke is he? But then the industry kind of got a breath of fresh air when these companies came out that provided firearm insurance, to where essentially if you had a self-defense shooting, they would cover you. Now, I want to say that I personally have learned a lesson through this. I always try to bring everyone the best of the best as far as what I promote on this channel. And the simple reality is this firearm insurance that I personally was promoting called USCCA is simply not that. And no, I don't have anything against their company. But for something as important as the Second Amendment, I don't think there should be a million different scenarios why your insurance company wouldn't cover you in a self-defense shooting. Now, this information that I have that's in the contract was sent to me by one of my viewers asking me, why are you promoting USCCA? And I will start by saying that USCCA is a reputable company. And after watching this, especially for my viewers, if you're within a year of your membership, which all of you should be, they have their bulletproof money back guarantee. So you can go and get all of your money back from them. And if you decide to stay for their training or whatever else, go for it. Now, I'm going to stick to facts on this because I believe you guys should have the same information that I do. And it's in every single one of y'all's contracts if you're a member with USCCA. You just have to find it. So under section 1, it says criminal acts this policy does not apply to provides no insurance for any criminal act by any insured, including any injury or damage caused by or during any criminal act of any insured. Criminal acts is a pretty broad term, right? Are we talking about like a bar fight outside and like an assault charge? Or are we talking about like a murder charge? So for example, if your house gets broken into, you shoot the guy. For some reason, the cop's having a bad day, he arrests you, then you've got a woke DA, and they decide to charge you. It's up to USCCA's discretion whether or not they cover you. It's not just, oh, I'm a USCCA member, I'm covered. No, if you're charged with something criminal, USCCA has the right to deny coverage. They can say, oh no, he's charged with a criminal act, we can't do that. Even if it's truly self-defense. Now, for some reason, let's say they do cover you. It's one of the most glaringly obvious cases of the century, like a Kyle Rittenhouse, right? Let's say you go to court with an attorney that you may or may not have chosen based on their agreement, and you were convicted of a crime based off of a self-defense shooting. Convicted can mean several things. It could be the charge that you were originally charged with, let's say murder, or conviction means you pled it down to a misdemeanor and didn't even serve jail time. That's still a conviction. Your coverage ends with USCCA. Now you may be thinking, oh, okay, that's fine. I was covered through the trial. I took a plea deal. It's all good. Not really. Get your wallets out. USCCA has the right to seek recovery or recoupment from the insured, the amount of any payments made to for behalf of the insured, including payments made to the third party, if it is determined that any such payments were made for matters not covered by this policy or otherwise prohibited by applicable law. And what is prohibited by applicable law? Criminal acts, meaning anything that you were convicted of. So they can get you through an entire trial, and let's say you didn't win, you may have to pay back every single dime to them. So when one of you guys sent me this part of the contract, I thought to myself, I said, well, one, I'm doing these people a disservice by even having this on the channel. And two, do I really want to gamble with my life and my wallet if any of these circumstances happen? And those aren't big ifs. So obviously none of that sat well with me. That's why they're not on the channel anymore. That's why I will not promote them. Like I said, I have no problem with them, but insurance companies are not allowed to cover people if a criminal act is involved. Even one of their own attorneys has said it.
It is important to note that it is illegal for anyone to insure an illegal act. Insurance coverage is sometimes provided until it's a final decision that a crime was committed, but coverage stops in the event of a conviction. Any insurance company that tells you that they do something different is either not being truthful or they are breaking the law. So yes, coverage ends with a conviction because that's the law.
So if you're good with being a member, knowing all of that, by all means, keep your policy. If you're not, they've got their 100% bulletproof money back guarantee. As long as you're within a year of your contract start date, which is everyone that watches my channel or that signed up here. But I found something that's not an insurance company. They do cover you if you're charged with a criminal act. They do cover you all the way through trial. And no, they're not asking for their money back if you take a plea deal, which is probably going to be best for you. That's why we're partnering with Attorneys on Retainer, created by Mark J. Victor, who also started Attorneys for Freedom. Once again, this is not an insurance company. Their hands aren't tied to cover you if any criminal act is involved. This is a law firm. You will be a client of this law firm. So just a few differences. They're available in 50 states. Do not use contracted attorneys. That's important because once again, USCCA states that they don't have to use the one that you want. They have to abide by their fee structure. Well, what if I want the best attorney in the nation? Because my case is kind of brutal. Oh no, it's not a part of our fee structure, okay? It covers criminal acts. It covers use of illegal weapons. It covers gun-free zones. Covers prohibited possessor status, or in other words, you're not allowed to have a gun. All of those things that I just read off, USCCA, CCW Safe, US Law Shield, and FLP do not do. The most important things. If I am paying for a firearm insurance, I'm going to be straight with you guys. I don't care about the training. I don't care about gifts. I don't care about the razzle-dazzle and who the big dogs are that are promoting it. I care about what is going to happen when someone breaks into my house and I shoot them. Are they going to leave me high and dry? Are they going to make me pay everything back? That's what I care about. So that's why I found these guys after extensive research. They're the best. They simply are the best in this industry. So here's my recommendation to everyone, especially people on this channel. For the people who signed up with USCCA with me, get your money back. And I'm not saying this to screw over USCCA. I'm saying this because I legitimately care. I legitimately care that everyone here has something they can depend on in a self-defense situation. And USCCA and all these other insurance companies, it's simply not. Now here's the best part of all of this. Attorneys on Retainer is cheaper than USCCA. Actually covered in a self-defense situation, and it's cheaper. So for our viewers, they're giving you $50 off when you sign up. There's going to be a link below the video. Click the link, put in your info. There's going to be a little section for the promo code. Put that in there. It's going to knock 50 bucks off. And my God, if you're with one of these other insurance companies that are claiming that they're going to cover you in a self-defense situation, my God, if you aren't just looking for training and actual coverage if something happens, please, for your family's sake and your sake, get rid of it. Get your money back.